Here we are, we're back with season one, how to become a confident closer even when you can't sell. My name's Callum Weber, the Sales Growth Club co-founder, and this is episode two, Mindset Mastery, unleashing your hidden sales ability. And I just want to share this with you right now that I'm very blessed and grateful for you investing your time. And by the way, these trainings are only going to be around about 10 minutes long. Okay, they're going to be short, they're going to be sharp. And my intention is to give you as much value as I possibly can. But it's all well and good, like consuming this value. But if you don't implement what I share with you, you're not going to get any results. And my goal is to help you grow your income, to help you close more deals and make more money completely for free. But by the end of this training, you will discover the mindset shift that you need to have to become a confident closer. All right. How to increase your confidence easily and how to easily handle rejection in your business, how to handle rejection when it comes to getting objections. Okay. So let's get into this. So sales is 90%. It's not just about what you say, it's how you say it. Okay. Because sales is 90% confidence and having a bulletproof mindset. I want you to write this down. If you've got your notebooks ready, I strongly recommend every training that you watch your mind to have your notebook ready. If you're utilizing your time while you're walking or in a car, congratulations. And obviously you get to rewatch this training more than once, but having a notebook is really good so you can take notes throughout. But a lot of sales gurus, they'll tell you what to say, like what to say when, how to pitch, what to say this when someone tells you this objection, what to say. That's really important. And I share all of that as well. However, you can have the best script in the world, the best ways to handle objections, but what's going on in your noggin? What's going on internally, right? Are you thinking about other things? Have you got relationship problems in your life? Are you 100% sold on you, or do you have a bit of self-doubt because you've had 20 days in a row where you haven't closed a deal? So you start to drop that confidence in yourself. Are you 100% sold in the product or service? Let's say you're a high ticket sales rep and you're representing a company. Like, do you believe in the product or service? Is that product or service something that you would buy yourself? If you're a business owner, like, would you buy your own product? Would you buy your own service? Like, how sold are you? And finally, are you 100% sold on your company? Because when you get 100% sold on you, you get 100% sold on your product or service that you represent, and you get 100% sold on your company. Let's say you're a solopreneur or you're representing a company. Like, what are the values of your company? When you're 100% sold on all of these, this is when your confidence is going to be skyrocketed 10 out of 10. You don't have to be this extroverted character to sell. I know a lot of amazing people that are at sales that are introverts. So you don't have to be that extroverted person. But what do you need to be? You have to be confident. Because if you're not confident in what you have to offer, then how are you going to be able to exchange that to someone else? When you're speaking to a prospect about what you have to offer, if you don't back yourself, how are they going to back you? Why are they going to exchange? Especially high ticket. If you're selling something worth over, say, £1,000, over £5,000, people aren't going to exchange their money easily, especially with someone that isn't confident. And that's why sales is 90% confident, your mind and what's going on internally. The more sold you are, and the more confident you are, and the more confident you become, the more money you're going to make. Okay. So how do you boost confidence? Well, first of all, stop saying you're an introvert and that you lack confidence, right? Henry Ford, I want you to write this down. This is Henry Ford's quote. This isn't my quote. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Whether you think you're confident or you think you're not confident, you're right. So stop saying that you're introverted and you lack confidence to start with. Our language is so powerful. Language is like spells, okay? So that's number one, is change your language. Start acting and believing and feeling like you are confident. I am is like the most two powerful words in the English dictionary. I am confident. Even if you don't currently feel it at the moment, okay? I am confident, okay? Number two, for me, this is what works for me, by the way, is win in the morning. Like, win in the morning changed my life. I went 23 years of my life with waking up every morning, feeling miserable, feeling low energy, eating unhealthy food, and I would go out in the day and negative things would keep happening. And I made a decision, and it was during when I got stuck at home because of lockdown, and I started to go all in with my health. I started to go all in with education. I made a £3,000 investment into a mentor, into Grant Cardone. And I went all in with my education. I went all in with winning the morning. And I started feeling amazing. I started feeling unstoppable. I had more confidence. I had more energy. I started feeling better about myself. So I strongly recommend to win the morning. Ask yourself, what are you doing first thing in the morning? Okay. I follow 5 steps to win the morning, which I'll be sharing in later training. So make sure you stay tuned. And number 3, do what you say you're going to do. The more you do what you say you're going to do, and look, I've been guilty. There's been things where I've said and I've not ended up doing it, and you're only letting yourself down. Every time you say you're going to do something, you don't do it, you're letting yourself down ultimately, which is going to knock your confidence. So do what you say you're going to do and role play before you start selling. So in the Sales Growth Club VIP, like we run actually weekly calls every week where we get to do sales role play with the community. We do sales role play. I'll be doing sales role play with you. I can help you with your pitch. I can help you with your confidence and objection handling. You know, if that's something you're intrigued about, you can feel free to book in a strategy session with myself or the team to find out more about that and how we can help you scale your business and scale your income. So that's how you boost your confidence. But I want to share this with you. Don't worry about the income, okay? If you get a no or you fail, right, that means you're one step closer to a yes. Have you ever seen that like picture before of someone digging for gold and then they give up just before they hit that gold? It's the same in sales. It's the same in business. You are going to get rejection. You are going to get failure, okay? Every time you get a no, remember this, that there's going to be some other solopreneur or sales rep that will give up. So as long as you don't give up, you will not fail, okay? Of course, you want to learn as you go and tweak and get better and level up, sharpen your sword, right? So you're getting less no's to get a yes. You're increasing your close rate. My goal is to help you increase your close rate, okay? Because every failure, not only are you one step closer to a yes, but every failure is an opportunity to learn. Reframe the failure into a positive experience. How will you do it better next time? What went wrong? What went well? If you look at all the best sports teams in the world, their managers are analysing every single game, every single moment of the game. They're analysing their competitors' games. Even if they lost, then they're going to turn that loss into a positive by learning how will they do it better next time when they next play them, right? So every time you fail moving forward and every sales call that you get rejected on, use that as an opportunity to grow. And finally, the less pressure you put on yourself, the better. Go into every sales situation with a positive flow state mindset that you're going in there to help them. Yes, of course, you want to make money. You want to grow your income. You want to grow your business. But remember that all sales really is helping someone go from A to B, right? So you may go meet someone to have a sales situation. You may say no to them, and that's being morally right. That's being an ethical seller, okay? So how do you handle rejection? So number 1, reframe rejection. Rejection's a good thing. You're going to learn from it. Every time you get rejected, you can learn from it, okay? Number 2, most sales are made on the follow-up. So if you get objections, if you get rejection, if you're gutted about the result, remember this. On average, statistically, that the average deal is made on the 5th interaction, the 5th follow-up. So if this is the first conversation you've had with someone and you're pitching them something like 5 grand and they've just met you and they've not built any trust yet, they may be a bit skeptical. They may need to be nurtured a bit more. So remember that even if you get rejected, you're getting rejected now in the present moment, but it doesn't mean you're going to be getting rejected forever. If they're a good fit and they just need to build some more trust, and let's say, for instance, for me with this training right now, this is building trust, building credibility. I'm going to help you completely for free. The more I help you for free, the more likely you're going to want to invest into one of my higher ticket programs to accelerate your results. But without me building trust and building credibility, and not only that, I just love doing this. Like, I just love talking about sales. I just love it. I could talk about it all day long. So I want to get my message out there. I want to help you. I want to share my message. Okay. Number 3, practice objection handling. Okay. I'll be covering on the next training, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll be covering on the next training how to handle objections. It's a lot easier than what you think, by the way. And finally, to handle rejection, you want to work out the maths of your closing ratio to take the emotion out of sales. So I've got this easy formula. It's not algebra, it's not pi, right? It's the closing ratio percentage. It's a basic formula. Anyone can do it. How many appointments did you have in a month? So let's say you had 30 appointments in a month. Okay. How many deals did you close out of them 30 appointments? I closed 10 just to keep it easy. Okay. So 30. How many appointments? 30. How many deals? 10. Divide that. Okay. Times 100. You got 33%, 1 in 3, right? So now you know that every no is one appointment closer to a deal. And, let's say you did 10 deals out of 30. Remember this. Just because you got a 1 in 3 ratio doesn't mean that every 3 appointments you're going to close a deal. Statistically, on average, you will. But you could go 20 days in a row without closing a deal, and then you could go 10 days in a row with closing a deal, and that will still get you a 1 in 3. So remember this. Like, there's not an exact maths of how that's going to look. It may be a bit like a roller coaster. It may go like that and then that. It may go like that and then that, right? But as long as you track it over the month, you're not going to become as emotional. Whereas if you look at it on a day-to-day basis and you got rejected loads in a day and then you get emotional and then you're like, oh, I want to quit, I want to fail. Because what's going to happen is when you get emotional, you're then not going to be able to handle rejection. So then when you get an objection, when you're on a sales call, you're going to take it more emotionally. Okay. You're going to take it more emotionally. And that's why you want to look at it logically over a longer spectrum, not in a day. Of course, that's important. We all want to make money every day. We all want to help every day. But have a look at your month over the month. If you get to the end of the month and you've had 30 appointments and you've not closed a deal, then you probably haven't been watching this training, right? Because I guarantee you from watching this training, you're going to be closing more deals. Okay. So if you go 30 days in a row and not closing a deal, okay, we got some work to do. Okay. But that's why it's so important to track your metrics so you actually know what your closing rate is. And that's everything from today. And on the next episode, season 1, episode 3, it's going to be the advanced sales techniques. And by the end of the next training, you're going to discover the difference between selling and closing. You could be really good at selling, but doesn't mean you're going to make any money and close deals. Okay. A lot of people don't always understand that. Number 2, become a master at objection handling. I'm going to be sharing with you a 3 simple step process of how you can handle any objection. It's not that hard. And finally, how to increase your close rate easily from the next training. As always, I'm very blessed and grateful for you tuning into this training. Let me know in the comments like what your biggest lesson was, if you have any questions for me. And I'm always open to, if there's anything you want me to cover specifically, I'm here to help you completely for free. I'm very blessed and grateful to have this opportunity. And other than that, hasta luego and have an amazing rest of your day.